In 1982, I graduated from high school. I was, to say the least, a very average student. That goes without saying. I mean, I was a straight C student. And I came into community college having no idea why I was there. My mother, who is a little German woman who stands about 5'2", and she has a finger wave that can power a small city. And I graduated from high school, and my mother stood there and she was waving her finger at me and she said, "You're either going to go to college or you're going to go in the military." My mother was an immigrant from Germany. Military is what she knew, and college, I think, is something she aspired to for my brother and I. Well, I was not going to go in the military. I think I would have been worse in the military than I was in school initially. So I went to Valencia College, which is right up the road. I could ride my bike there and motorcycle and car. The first semester, I had no idea why I was there. Anybody who teaches our students understands that very clearly. Our students often have no idea why they're there, or they come for what they think is their reason. My second semester, I took a course. This book sits in my office proudly for everyone who comes in to this day to see. This is the book that was the textbook for a philosophy course I took. This book, that professor, and my other students in that class changed the course of my life. There is nothing about me, there is nothing about the person I am today that is any way disconnected from the person I became studying philosophy. I live that day in and day out. I ended up spending some time at University of Central Florida. I transferred to a small school in Indiana, finished a philosophy degree, spent 5.5 years in Belgium, another 8 to 10 years getting a PhD in Miami. I went from, at one point in my life, being a Catholic priest to now sitting here as the Vice Chancellor for Strategy, Planning, and Institutional Effectiveness at one of the largest community colleges in the country. And people look at me and they say, "How'd you get from there to here?" When I look back, I see a straight line, and that straight line starts right here. I am who I am because of that experience. And I'm convinced that we do the same thing with the students who come across our door every day. We help them discover a world they never envisioned, and we can do so much more of that if we empower faculty and college leaders to envision new ways of reaching out to students and helping them along their way. My vision had always been that at a certain point, I came to Houston as a transitional position. I knew that I was a through passenger. This was not going to be my final destination. That I was going to take everything I learned here, apply everything I had learned in the past and apply it here, and take that lesson somewhere else as I move into a presidency myself. In February of this year, I was diagnosed with ALS. And I got the final diagnosis by phone call. And that phone call changed my life in the sense that it put an end to those aspirations in terms of becoming a college president or chancellor somewhere. And so Houston has become my home. And this is where I'm prepared to make my stake, my future and my legacy here. And so I want to do something that would help to do that. That would work to change the course of this institution long after I'm gone. The Endowed Chair program at HCC is being built to model the one that has been built over 20 years at Valencia. We are starting out with 5 endowed chairs a year, $5,000 each. 3 of those are earmarked for faculty. 2 of them are open to, 2 of the 5 will be open to student support professionals at HCC. That's advisors, tutors, librarians, all of those things. To make sure that it covers the front lines of the people who are engaging students in their learning experience. I did more learning oftentimes outside the classroom than I did in the classroom. That's certainly a place where integration happens.